Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So we're moving on. I think this is episode 4 now. I really need to get my count in order. So this is episode 4. We are moving on with our Blood Angels build for the game, which is approaching in 4 days. I've got 4 days to mostly finish this Interceptor squad and this Inceptor. There's so much incest in the Space Marines these days. So I've got this squad, and I've got the Inceptor squad, who are the flying guys, to paint to base standard and shade them and all that kind of stuff. So this is a squad I've been working on this morning. As you can see here, they've just got the base colours on. Nothing special at all. They haven't even had a wash on them or anything. It's just good old plain base colours. Look how bright and nice and plain they are and stuff like that. Just move these guys out of the way for a second. So those guys are in the process of awaiting a good old Agrax Earthshade wash. But what I did do the other day, along with some other stuff, is finish. Well, I say finish. Again, I still haven't got my backpacks all sorted. But we have the Hellblaster squad. Now, the Hellblaster squad had these awesome looking plasma guns. I've got to say, these plasma guns make my world. They are, I just love them. I just love the way they look. I know some people hate the way they look, but for me, I really do love the way they look. I love like the size of them, how domineering and big and unhealthy looking they are. It's just so good. And this guy is the sergeant because he's got the little skull, gold skull on top of his head. And there's one thing that I nearly messed up on with these guys, is that I was actually going to paint the helmets red. But then I thought to myself, Blood Angels have blue helmets for like heavy weapon units and stuff like that. So I went online, I asked a few people around, these actually including heavy units, and they are. So these chaps get nice blue helmets. It's the same with the Inceptors. I'm actually going to do the Inceptor, the Jump Assault guys, with yellow helmets as well. So I don't make a mistake with that. Here's two more of the guys here, spinning around like this. As you can see, there's no backpacks, no highlighting on them. Yeah, that all comes last for me. I keep saying that in every video. But do you know what? I do love the little green tint in their eyes. Like if the light just catches it right, you get that little green tint. I absolutely love that technical paint. The Soul Gem, I think it's called, the green one. Again, two more here. I drilled all the ends out, as you can see here. So for people who don't like that, then there we go. All the holes are drilled out. So that is my Hellblaster squad. I'm actually thinking of buying another set of these guys because I absolutely just love the plasma. Now, moving on to HQ units, I did manage to start my captain last night, so he is very much underway at the moment. You can see I cut off the sword he had and given this fancy Blood Angel sword. I just thought ruler cool. It looks a bit better having a fancy Blood Angel sword than having that bog standard one. I changed his helmet. Let's see if I can get really close on his helmet. I changed his helmet to a Blood Angel helmet. That means, I don't know, it just gives it a little bit more Blood Angel influence and presence. So that is him done. You can see I put a mass amount of gold on this guy. I tried to, and more or less anything I could, I just tried to make it gold to make him look like, okay, this guy is a captain. I didn't want to do it on this shoulder pad though, because I'm thinking of painting this more black, like a veteran captain, shiny. But yes, this is my captain. So please tell me what you think. I haven't got the backpack on. The backpack's actually over here. Look, here's a backpack. Backpack's over here, ready to be, well, starting to be painted, and that shall go on right there and connect straight away. But do you know what? Actually, I actually prefer. Oh, let me just get that in focus. I actually prefer this guy without a backpack. I know it may sound daft, but I actually think it looks better just without that big backpack. Well, hey, maybe that's just me. His cape itself, it may look a bit dirty. I was saying to a friend yesterday, if there's one thing I really hate about, well, I don't hate it, I dislike it, is that clean capes. I always try to make my capes look dirty, because at the end of the day, these guys are fighting like on a planet or whatever, and they've got like pristine, clean capes. It just wouldn't happen. You're dragging them through the mud, dirt's kicking up when you're walking forward and stuff. So I'm trying to make that as much as dirty as I can, more or less like at the bottom, like very, very dirty and stuff. So I still got a little bit more to do with that, make it a little bit more dirty. But Absolutely loving the way he's turned out so far. Again, I've used some of that soul gem paint on the blood here to make it a little bit sparkly and stuff like that. See if you can see it a bit more. So yeah, it looks very cool. Now, returning back to something I did last week was my Ancient, but I've spiced him up a little bit now. I've removed the bolter away and gave him a power fist. I've also, did a bit more stuff on his helmet and stuff like that, so his helmet stands out a bit more. Now, this is all rule of cool for me. I just want to make my army look nice to look at the end of the day. I don't really care if nothing works or anything like that. I'm only going to be playing with my friends, so if they say, oh, you can't take a power fist, then they're not really my friends. I don't want to be playing with them. But yes, this is just pure rule of cool at the moment, and I actually love the way it turned out. I think the power fist and the shoulder pad really works with this guy, along with the actual the helmet. I think it looks really nice. So I'm actually very pleased how this turned out for my Ancient. I think he looks boss. I think it looks nice. He actually looks like he's an Ancient. He should be wearing the stuff he should be wearing because he's an Ancient at the end of the day. So if I put this guy down here, now this is basically where I'm up to now painting. But I just want to speak to you guys about that because for people who know, I'm actually going to Warhammer World this Sunday, which it's the 14th today, so 15th, 16th of July. I'm going to be going there, and it's going to be a 1500 point games. I think there's about 5 of us going so far from my community of Vigila Mortis, and we're basically supposed to make friendly lists. Like lists where we can all just jump in and learn 8th edition. But I've got a friend called Tiberius, and he's bringing knights and stuff, and he's going overboard. So I'm bringing Mr. Rabute. Rabute is going to be turning up. He's going to be making his show on the battlefield. I absolutely love this model. I had this model commissioned painted for me off a friend, and this mainly was just going to be a display model for my cabinet. I wasn't really going to actually take him out anywhere or do anything with him. I just wanted him to be in my cabinet just for the rule of cool, just to look cool. So he's going to be coming out, and we're going to start slaying some knights with a good old Primark on the battlefield. If these guys want to play cheese, I'm going to bring the cheddar, and I'll just put this guy back down here, and I'm going to have some hell of a good time doing it. So the more cheddar they bring, the more cheddar I bring. So I'm going to be bringing my Custodes. Now this is going to stand in for the Custodi Dreadnought. I think it's got an assault cannon and a power fist, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm going to be bringing this guy as well. This is my Custodi Dreadnought. If people don't know, I'm trying to make him like fiend around like they're fighting Nurgle. So like all poisonous bases and that kind of stuff. So I'm going to be bringing this guy as well. Yeah, there's a shield for people who haven't saw the shield. So there's a shield as well. So I'm bringing this. You can see how big that guy is to that. And of course, I'm going to be bringing a little honor guard for Rabute, which are my custodians. As you can see here, actually I'll just spin this guy around. The actual heads, like the skin heads of these custodians, were painted by a friend of mine called Hairy Painter. I can't do heads, guys. That is my flaw. Well, I have a lot of flaws in painting, but this is like the bane. So I got this guy, my friend called Hairy Painter. Hopefully post in the comments section so you can all thank him. And yeah, he painted the heads for me, and he did an absolutely amazing job. So thank you very much for that. Again, all the bases are like Nurgle-ish, like they're fighting Nurgle and stuff. I haven't actually drilled out the end of these guns. That is Heresy. So, yes, bring in my Custodes. So that's one. This was the other one I want to show off as well. This guy here, this Custode here, and we have 2 more. No, we have 5, but the other one's in my drawer, and I can't find him. I have to find him later on. So yes. So I've got that force. I'm taking to what? Yeah, let me just push them back a little bit. So I'm taking quite a big force. It's probably going to be over 1500 because my friend's also bringing a Grey Knight armor. He's been painting for me as well. I have so many armies on the go at the moment. I have to have friends to come in and paint them for me. I'm lucky enough to be in that position. So yeah, I'm very looking forward to this Sunday to fighting. Hopefully I can take some video of it and share it on the actual my YouTube channel and stuff like that. But no promises, since you're not really allowed to film in GW. So thank you for watching. I hope you've all enjoyed it, and I shall see you all very, very soon. Please remember, like and share if you like this, and share it. If you've got any feedback, I'd love getting feedback on this stuff, so please give me feedback. Even if it's harsh, just give me feedback. I like to read it, I really do. So please let me know. I shall see you all very, very soon. Have a great weekend, and hey, maybe I might see some of you at Warhammer World. Just come over, or just come in shouting Valrak, and I'm sure I'll turn my head around and shout stuff. So yes, see you all very, very soon. See you now, and bye bye.